And welcome to Beyond Foreclosed Doors. I wanted to talk to you about the record level of homelessness. These are times that are very difficult, very tough, that we're living in a great distress. But there's no need to fear because there's hope in Christ. Last year, the United States set a record for homelessness across the country as Americans continue to burn both ends of the candle trying to hang on. It says some very shocking numbers are coming out. The annual report or the count at this particular time, according to The Hill, is that last month the U.S. government released this report and found out that the latest figures confirm the tragedy that we see in the communities across the country. 650,000 people sleeping on the streets and in shelters, the highest figure since 2007. And the government also released a data that of last year that almost 900,000 people fell into homelessness for the first time in a 25% increase. It's a 25% increase from the previous years and the largest increase ever recorded, The Hill added. Now, this is something that we need to be aware of, and we need to be aware of it because we are looking at a time that is unlike any other time in history. Not only are we going through homelessness, but we're going through a breakdown of this country like never before. Washington, D.C., New York, Vermont had the country's highest concentration of people experiencing homelessness in 2023, according to the report from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And so we are in the business, however, of trying to get you some hope, to hold on. And look, here's the only thing we really can do, guys, is we really need to be in prayer at this particular time. You need to be seeking resources that will help you to get through these times. Because let me tell you something, weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. These are seasons that we go through. There are seasons of famine and there are seasons of plenty, and we're going through a season of famine. Some people believe that these are the end times and that we're not coming back. But even if that's true, let's be prepared to go through it with some hope and some resilience that we're going to get through this situation by God's grace. The Bible lets us know that he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. Now, look, it talks about D.C. has an estimated of 4,922 people experiencing homelessness as of 2023. And D.C. is very small. That's 73 people per 10,000 residents. And in New York, 103,200 people. That's about 52 people per 10,000 residents. And in Mississippi had the lowest, however, of 982 people experiencing homelessness. So we can see that our money in our country is not going to housing people, but is going through woke politics and agendas that, again, as we look at all of these things happening, we have to realize that, these are times that are unlike any other time. During the time of the earlier periods when we experienced homelessness, there was an urgent cry from the community and during the Great Depression, and they began to open up houses for people, even though they were what you call Hooverville houses, shanties, and huts for the Great Depression. They still did do something about it. Hundreds of people were in crude campground houses that were built during those particular days of the 1930s. But today, it's unlike that because there is a political agenda to move people from out of the rural areas and move them into these 15-minute cities and to condense populations and bring people together from all different countries. And we're looking at a time now where we're likely to go into a borderless country where people will be sectioned off by groups of individuals and put into 15-minute cities and camps. However, if you are prepared, if you are the type of person who takes action right now and understands where we are going with this, you will be able to at least survive and have hope during these particular times. Like I said, seasons come and seasons go. And we are looking at a season that we're going through right now, just like in the 1930s. However, it's unlike any other season that we've ever seen because we're looking at also prophetic events coming to pass. So let's be prayerful. Let's look at the future with hope and promise, and let's get beyond foreclosed doors. I'll talk to you a little bit later.